What's going on, zombie enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel. As you can see here, I got the long-awaited combo guide for you all. Because of your amazing support in the deck profile, I managed to push past my sickness. As some of you may know, on Discord I was quite sick and couldn't record, but I'm gonna try to go through it anyway because you guys just want it. What can I say? The video got so many likes and so many people keep asking me for it. I love the dedication and I think it's absolutely amazing. But before we get into the combo guide, here's an overview of the deck, of the current deck. As I made some changes, notably, I added a Bloom in the deck and I cut out Zombie Reborn and one Spirit Owl for other cards, as you might see on the screen right now. Mainly was suggested by actual viewers themselves, and yeah, as you can see, I agree with those changes and I made them, and I did change Dark No Morse from the side deck, and now they are droplets instead. I believe that's much better for zombies. And yeah, those are the changes really. And now let's get into actual combo guide. Just a quick overview right here, set up on the playmat. There are some starters, as you can see here, and extenders, as you can see on the bottom. Obviously, this grabs your Ghost Fusion, but you do need to pay life points, which I got it right here. If you only open Upstart Goblin to full combo, you need to open Gozuki or Wyvern. But if you open Instant Fusion or one of your 3 ready fusions, you can open any of these cards and full combo. And obviously, if you open Upstart can get you either draw you into a Gozuki or Wyvern or an Instant Fusion or Ready Fusion, and well, obviously you still have these in hand. You can still combo off depending on what you draw, because you can draw any of these while you open Upstart Goblin and these two and still combo. But yeah, mainly if you see any of these, you are fine. As long as you see any of these cards, you combo off. And you can see it's quite consistent for a 2-card combo. What can I say? It's pretty consistent. Some of you may be surprised, how are you gonna combo off with Mizuki and Banshee? I'm gonna show that soon. But first I wanna show off the main combo of the deck, which is gonna be Wyvern and Ready Fusion, or Instant Fusion for that matter. And we're gonna put all these cards aside for now. So we got the Wyvern and the Ready Fusion up. Obviously we're gonna start off with normal summoning the Wyvern and using Wyvern's effect to grab our Ghost Fusion. Pretty standard so far. Then we're gonna use Ready Fusion to get ourselves the Albion. It's a level 2 tuner, and we got our life points lower than our opponents right now, so we can use Ghost Fusion. But before that, we want to synchro summon using these two into an Immortal Dragon. Obviously, if you opened Upstart Goblin instead, you obviously wouldn't have this, and you just miss on a mill really, and then it's gonna depend on your hand. If you maybe already open a Banshee or something and can discard it and whatnot, which I'm gonna show probably in a test hand. We're gonna see what test hands I get, but mainly I'm just showing off the main combo right now. And then we're gonna use Immortal Dragon. Obviously, if you open any of these cards already, you don't need to send, but standardly we send Banshee, and then we're gonna use Banshee's effect to grab ourselves the zombie world. And let's put on these cards back in the deck for the overview. And now we can finally use Ghost Fusion, sending our Immortal Dragon to the graveyard and banishing Spirit Dao. I don't even know why I shuffle. Not shuffle. But yeah, now we got all that, and we're gonna fusion summon for Garura, because some of you asked me what's really the card to go for Ghost Fusion. Where is Garura? Because it just requires 2 monsters with the same type and attribute, which obviously both of these cards are Dark Zombies. And on the resolution of that, Spiridao, when she's banished, she can banish a zombie from the graveyard, which can be anything really, because we have zombie fusion, zombie world up on the field, so we can banish an Albion. But we might want that for, it just depends on what you get in your hand. You might want Albion for a follow-up with a Mizuki play. Obviously, you always want Immortal Dragon to remain in the grave because it can revive itself. And Wyvern is really good for follow-up, but let's get rid of Albion. And obviously, if you have a Algul Mazera discarded, you just revived itself, so that's just another plus. Spiridao is gonna revive, then we can go Spiridao effect. Just to be safe, we are going to send where you see a glow up bloom that we just added. We don't fear getting locked into zombies in a pure zombie deck. We already summoned our non-zombies, which obviously once the Duke of Demise comes out, he is gonna be crazy, and instead of a Garura, he's gonna be there and he's gonna give you an extra normal summon and all that fancy stuff. And you know, it's gonna make the deck more pure, obviously. But then once Bloom is sent to the graveyard, it can banish from the graveyard as cost to summon a higher level zombie. I believe it's 5 or higher from the top of my head. But obviously I always forget, because the target, it's always Doom King. We're gonna summon Doom King. And at this point we can overlay for zombie. Luckily this is not Beatrice, this is the Pilgrim Reaper. And here you always want to detach Garura, because Garura is gonna draw you a card. And I don't know, it's just here, from here it just depends on what you open in your hand and what you're gonna mill. But this is the standard setup line, as I call it. And here we're gonna mill 5, and I'm just gonna give you an example really on what we can mill. We obviously play 3 Mizuki, a bunch of tuners that can summon themselves from grave as well. But let's see what we can get here, and we're gonna get 1 Ash, that would be nice to draw, 1 Mizuki, nice, another Ash, a Super Poly, and a Wyvern. So obviously these weren't that great of mills, but that's fine, as now we can draw a card off the top with Garura, which is gonna be a Banshee. I would have preferred that to be banished, to be in the grave for follow-up. But yeah, this is basically the main setup really. You in this kind of deck, you want to keep cards in the grave and such, and just have insane follow-up, because I'm gonna show you in a second, this deck does have insane follow-up. Because then you're just gonna get these 2 to graveyard. We're not gonna summon the Flying Mary yet, because we're gonna summon Vampire Sucker instead. And we get 1, and an opponent's turn. We do have a bunch of setup for next turn, which is really good. If you depending on what you have in your hand as such, again, you could Mizuki here to draw 1, but that's not really necessary. You know, in our opponent's turn, we're gonna get the Doom King back on the field, and then Vampire Sucker is gonna let us draw another card, which is a Gozuki. Obviously, our third opponent's happens. We get a Banish and a Negate, and mainly, really, all that matters is the follow-up we got in grave. This guy comes back, this guy grabs stuff and all that. So let's say like something really bad happens, all of your monsters just go. Your opponent played through 1, one negate and one banish, and you didn't have absolutely anything else in your hand, sand traps or such, you're still basically always gonna have an immortal dragon. So once they destroy your Doom King and Sucker, you're always gonna have that immortal dragon on the field. Unless obviously they have a third body, but it would have to be higher than 2400 attack, which I don't know, maybe some decks can do it nowadays. Definitely the power scaling has gone off the charts since zombies were really good. But yeah, our turn is gonna come. Doom King is gonna special summon itself back. Obviously, if you still have Sucker on the field, Sucker will just draw you another card. We will draw for turn as well. And to be fair, in most cases, Zombie World itself is alone as a really good interruption. But here as well, all the setup we put in the grave comes in, as now we can banish the Wyvern to send a tuner to the graveyard, which is gonna be our Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler goes to a graveyard. And then we have even more sends, such as Immortal Dragon. Can send either a Gozuki right here, because we have zombies in hand. And then Gozuki, when he's sent to the graveyard, or to be fair, you could also normal this Gozuki in hand to the same and send the Mezuki instead. But when he's sent to the graveyard, he can banish a zombie, which is gonna be our Spirit Dao, to summon a zombie from hand, and we're just gonna summon the Gozuki. And proceeding from there, Spirit Dao is gonna banish another zombie to summon herself out. Here we can banish an Ash, summon Spirit Dao. Ash is banished. And we can do even more stuff, because we got a free body on the field. We can go Mad Mauler to summon. I obviously ran out of space a bit, but think about it, it's a 5th zone. And then decreasing Doom King's level by 1, by 2, and then we can go Doom King and Mad Mauler. For Felgrand or summon is gonna banish one card the opponent controls. And then we can go Immortal Dragon F to send. Or we can keep him as a level 6, but it's fine. We want him a level 4 really. So we can send a 2, which is gonna be actually, we can send an 8, but that's gonna make him a 2 actually. You could send Algul Mazera here for even more follow-up. But yeah, that's fine. We'll send Algul Mazera actually. Immortal Dragon is gonna become a level 2, and a 2 and an 8. Here we got Immortal Dragon. Immortal Dragon is gonna be interruption opponent's turn. We can use Gozuki to dump one because we have not used him, and we can use Spirit Dao to dump one. We can dump Plex Spreader and a Mezuki. As you can see, all this setup, right? Turn 2 setup goes insane. Turn 1 is not as booming as turn 2. Turn 2 definitely goes crazy, and just look at all the cards we got in grave. We got Immortal actually would be banished because he left the field. But we do have Pilgrim Reaper back. All this time we could have Mezuki'd to summon out Sucker back on the field. Like I said, if Sucker was destroyed, if not, and that would let us draw even more cards when we special summon from the graveyard, which is absolutely insane if you ask me. At this point, if Doom King is banished at this point, you go into a Flying Berry to bring him back. But obviously Doom King is not banished, has not been banished. If he was, you could bring him back right now. But yeah, we can just put even more bodies on the field, even more, just more. We can go Mezuki. If you can find this, I know there was another Mezuki here. Yeah, Mezuki banish. You could bring back the U.R.A to draw more cards. The reason why we just want to put even more bodies on the field. Soccer is gonna draw one. We could draw into Ready Fusion. And we just do more link plays really. Here we can use these two. Actually, Spirit Owl would go to the bottom of the grave of the deck right now because it was not used for XD material. To go into Advocate Savior to get rid of problematic cards. And now here we can go Battle Phase Swing with big bodies. This guy can get over pretty much everything. U.R.A would obviously draw us another card, which is gonna be a Super Poly to break the Brody even more. As you can see, all this draw power from that initial turn 1 setup is insane. And after that, obviously, we can then go Savior and Gozuki into a Fascinator. Fascinator, we can steal an interruption, or if we don't steal an interruption, whatever we steal from our opponent, we can go Fascinator with that card to go into Okiona. I don't even know, why did I revive this in there? I just realized. Soccer should not have been in the extra monster zone. This is what happens when you have your zones clogged up. So really, those cards would have been in the extra monster zone, and then Okiona would have ended up in the extra monster zone. That was a bit of a weird alignment thingy from my part. I apologize for that. This is what happens when I don't have like a big lens, and I have to cramp all the field in such a small place. But yeah, here we go. We got all the initial setup done. We probably broke our opponent board quite easily in our opponent's turn. We got Felgrand, actually Algul Mazera. When one of our monster would be destroyed, we can banish him instead to protect. And then Doom King would summon himself back, grabbing us another card from Soccer, which is quite good. As you can see, Soccer gives us so much draw power. Soccer and U.R.A are just insane together. Yeah, also in opponent's turn, we can Cook Effect Zombie Dragon Lord to bring Felgrand back. Felgrand is gonna banish one card on summon and all that, so it's quite good. So many interruptions. This provides interruptions, this provides interruption, this provides interruption, this provides protection, and we got even more follow-up in hand. So this is really, like I said, this was all done just using those two cards in hand, and pray that you don't get OTK'd by Tenpai. Because as you can see, if you don't get OTK'd and you play your Doom King at the right spots to negate and banish, just goes bananas and you can do a bunch of stuff. And like I said, with all the drop power and stuff. But that was in case you open the Wyvern. But in case if you don't open the Wyvern, I'll show how to do a combo right now. I'm just gonna clean all this and be back in a second. Let's go. Alright, so now I got the table reset basically, and I'm showing you how to combo off with Gozuki. It's basically quite similar. We can go Gozuki effect is gonna dump, actually I set them up perfectly, it's gonna dump a sleeper to the graveyard. As you can see here, we're gonna dump the sleeper, and then when sleeper is sent to the graveyard, which is why you should play the sleeper, it's gonna add you a Ghost Fusion. Remember, Wyvern on summon adds a Ghost Fusion, sleeper when she's sent to the grave adds a Ghost Fusion. Then we're gonna use Ready Fusion to summon the Albion back. And we obviously got our life points lower than our opponent now, but before that, again, Immortal. Forgetting I already set them up. Immortal, we always banish not the Spirit Dao, we want that for later. We first use Immortal to send Banshee to the graveyard, and then Banshee is gonna banish herself to get us a zombie world right here. And now we can Ghost Fusion, sending our way the Immortal Dragon and banishing the Spirit Doll from the deck to summon out U.R.A. And then we can go Spirit Doll, banish the Albion. Obviously, at any point with Gozuki, when it goes to a grave, it banishes one to summon, which you could banish the Sleeper to summon a zombie from your hand. If you draw a zombie, that is. But yeah, let's go banish Albion, summon Spirit Doll. Spirit Doll F is gonna dump the Glow Bloom like last time. There we go. Bloom goes to the grave. Bloom is gonna banish and is gonna bring out our boss monster, the Doom King, which we will then again Xyz into Pilgrim Reaper. Pilgrim Reaper detaching the U.R.A. to mill, which let's cut a bit just to show what could possibly be milled. Really, there goes Unizombie and Mizuki, so there goes some beautiful extension right there. There goes another Gozuki in case you draw or something into another zombie, or if you miss the first chance to Gozuki, you do it now. There's an Ash sadly and a Plex Spreader to do even more combos, so as you can see this deck mills quite well. And obviously now you could go Plex Spreader and all that to get more combos off. Mizuki, do stuff. Plex Spreader, put a card on top, get Immortal Dragon here. But let's see if we can get to an 8, which is another fun part of this deck. It's trying to get the cards into a nice rotation. Can we get to an 8? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. We can go Mizuki into Unizombie. Then we'll use Unizombie's effect. Obviously, we're gonna discard 1 because we want to make it a 4. And then we're gonna use this effect again to discard, to increase his level again, to send Mizuki to the graveyard. And then we can go Mizuki to special summon the Sleeper. There we go. So now this is a 5 and this is a 3, that makes an 8, which is gonna be the Skeleton Dragon Felgrand. And now we can use Plex Spreader, but before that we actually want a draw of Sucker, which could have done that earlier as well. We're gonna summon Vampire Sucker using Pilgrim Reaper and Doom King. And then we're gonna use Plex Spreader, put a card on top of our deck, which we're gonna draw back anyway of Sucker. So you could put back a hand trap and stuff, it just depends. If you don't care about the card in your hand, you want to draw something else, you summon Sucker beforehand. But if you care about the card you want to summon, you put it on top of the deck now with Plex Spreader, and then when Plex Spreader is summoned, Sucker is gonna draw the card back. So we summon the Plex Spreader and then Synchro for 10 into our Zombie Dragon Lord. And now, or in opponent's, we draw a card, which is gonna be like whatever. Whoa, instant fusion. And in opponent's turn, Doom King is gonna summon itself, and then Sucker is gonna draw again, which could be anything. And in this case, was another Ready Fusion. Well, here we even have an even better setup due to the mills. We can Immortal Dragon at any point to bring back Felgrand to get more interruptions out there, and it's basically the same point as the first place, but even better now. And let me show you what to do in case you don't open Ready Fusion, because we open Ready Fusion now. So let's see if we don't open the Ready Fusion. Alright, so maybe you didn't open Wyvern or Gozuki and you opened the Banshee like I said earlier, which by the way can also be Mezuki in this case, but for this scenario we're gonna use the Banshee, and I'm gonna show you how you combo with Ready Fusion by normal summoning the Banshee. And you know, it's quite simple. Ready Fusion them instantly into an Albion, get your life points lower, Albion and Banshee into an Immortal, and then we're gonna use Banshee to banish yourself, get a zombie world out on the field, Immortal Dragon, instead of, you know, sending a Banshee, because we already normal summon a Banshee, we're gonna send a Sleeper instead. You see the synergy, guys? Sleeper F engraved then to grab Ghost Fusion, and here we are at the same starting point as we were earlier, without Wyvern, without Gozuki. This deck, like I said, it's quite consistent, as you can see. As long as you see Ready Fusion, Instant Fusion, or Goblin or Upstart Goblin, you're good. So I believe I basically ran through all the combos now, so let's get a quick test send for you all before we end the video. Okay, so let's get into the test sends right here. We'll give it a quick shuffle. And let's see what you're gonna get. What are we gonna get? What can we start with? Are we gonna whiff it? Or is it gonna be a break? Imagine if it's a break. Then just forget the entire video, guys. It never happened. It never happened. Don't play zombies. And I might have to delete the channel. I don't know. And let's give it a quick cut. And let's see what you're getting. Ready Fusion, obviously instant combo. Mezuki, we got a combo of guys. We got a combo of guys. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's full combo. That's it. But for the purpose of this video, I'll take that Ready Fusion away from y'all. Let's get Upstart Goblin. I don't feel like we gave Upstart Goblin enough love. It would be cheating if we start with Ready Fusion with it. So we're just gonna start with Upstart instead. Obviously this deck has quite a big weakness to draw, because you search. If you open Upstart, at least, yeah, you do have a weakness to draw because you need to search twice. But if this would be Ready Fusion, you wouldn't be weak to draw, and because you only search once, and that would be your Ready Fusion. So you're fine if you get drawn. I would just start off with an Upstart, because, you know, why not get a free draw? Which draw is gonna be a Bloom, which we don't really like to see that in our hand. We're gonna need to play around that. But it's alright, because we can normal Wyvern. Let's grab the Ghost Fusion. Let's see where it is. It's quite at the top, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, there we go. We get our Ghost Fusion. And then we can Ghost Fusion away the Wyvern and banish Spirit Dow. Into a Garura. There we go, we got Garura up on the field. Would be so nice for the poly, but we don't have a poly. And now we can banish the Wyvern. We get Spray Dow up on the field. Spray Dow lets mill something. Here I would prefer to mill a Banshee, but we might actually have to mill the Unizombie, because we're stuck with so many Mezukis in hand, and we got a Foolish Bear as well. So we might as well make use of it, or we could go Algul Mazera. Actually, we got so many options, but really, here you can go Immortal Dragon by pitching the Mad Molar, but I don't really want to do that. But so just be safe, because we don't know what we can mill. We're gonna send the Banshee, banish the Banshee. For Zombie World, we're just gonna go full on in on the mills. You can obviously send other stuff like Unizombie there and Foolish Burial Mezuki, and you will be absolutely fine. But I just want to see what happens. Can we still combo? There we go. Let's summon the Pilgrim Reaper. Let's use the Pilgrim Reaper to mill 5, which I'm just gonna give it a quick cut. There we go. And let's see the 5 cards we milled. Let's put our hand there. A Unizombie, perfect. Gozuki, even more perfect. Mad Molder, Super Poli, and another Mezuki. Never punished, guys. Never punished. Never punished. I'm absolutely the main character. What can I say? And obviously, because we got some triggers effects now we want to use, we're gonna use Gozuki's effect to banish the Garura. Zombie War makes everything a zombie. What can I say? Here we can summon the Glow Bloom, because we can link it away for Doom King, which I'm gonna do that now. We're gonna link the Pilgrim Reaper and Glow Bloom. For Vampire Sucker, because we want to get some draws off as well. And here we can simply get Bloom off. Bloom is gonna banish. Get Doom King. Doom King is out now. And now we can use the Unizombie, the Mezuki we got in Grave. Banish to special the Unizombie. And then here we can go Unizombie, first of all Sucker to draw 1. We draw into an upstart, which is quite nice. You could upstart here. Always could, but let's thin the deck first so we maximize our chances to draw into a hand trap. Let's go Unizombie, Peach, or Mezuki to increase his level by 1. We get so many options. Question is, do we have anything good left in deck? I believe so. Sadly, our other Mezuki, it's in the hand. Sad. But so it happens. It's fine. We could actually here's some secret sauce for y'all. Foolish Burial. Into a Plex Spreader. And then we can use Plex Spreader, summon, putting the Mezuki back on top of the deck. And here we go, we got some nice level manipulation going on right here. And then we can go Plague and Doom King. Plague would be banished. For Immortal Dragon. And then we can go Unizombie, increases level again to 5. Send the Mezuki, and then we can Mezuki. Oh, I thought we had. Oh, whoopsie. Actually, wanted to increase this guy's level by 1 instead. I thought we had a Sleeper Engrave, but we don't. So you want to increase Immortal Dragon, Dragon's Lord level now, instead of Unizombie, to send the Mezuki. And now we can use the Mezuki. This is a level 4 with another level 4 to summon Gozuki, and then we can go Gozuki F. We can send a Mazera, why not, for protection. And now we can go summon. It's a level 4. You need to remember, increase this guy's level by 1, not Plex Spreader. So 4, we can summon our Fairground up on the field. And can we thin even more? We could just go into Okiona straight away, so we might as well do that. I think that's what I'll do. We can Mad Molar, so we can keep the Mizuki in the grave. Mad Molar, decrease any card's level, doesn't really matter. And then we can summon with 4 zombies. Summon Okiona and putting our skeleton Felgrand in the graveyard. And let's see, come on, draw hand drop, please. No. But yeah, here we go. Literally managed to do all the setup turn 1, which I believe that's quite good. You know, obviously in case scenario you play with your hand, we only had 2 cards to work with, but that's pretty good. What do you guys think about it? I think the play to send the Plex Spreader to put the Mizuki back was quite genius, even though we didn't really need it, because there we go, there's a Mizuki, there's the extra Mizuki in the grave right there. Well, you see, in our opponent's turn, Doom King is gonna summon himself. No draws because we don't have a sucker, but we have an Okiona instead, which is better. And then again in opponent's turn, we're gonna go Spirit Summon Felgrand and go more interruption, more follow up. When they destroy one of our zombies, we can go Algul Mazera, banish, and then he's gonna revive himself back. And that should be enough for OTK. Once you move Doom King to attack, that's definitely enough for an OTK. So many big bodies on the field. You're just gonna go push, 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 and all your opponents are gonna be dead. And hopefully you're gonna win. So I believe that was quite a good showcase. So I knew some of you thought the hand looked bad, but actually cracked, which is probably why you watch the combo guide. I'm the Zombie King after all, and if you like this video, please actually like it, press the button down below and subscribe, because I'm the Zombie King. And if you want talk with me more about the combo or other fans, join the Discord. It should be right there down in the description. If I manage to remember to actually make a permanent link and not one that expires, who knows, I don't know, that's future me. That's for future me. But yeah, with all that said, I hope you really liked the video. Casus, signing out.